Hi, my name is Kara Friend, and I would like to tell you a story today that explains the problems that I have with social anxiety. This is partially the reason that I took this public speaking class online, is because I hate standing in front of crowds and talking, or standing in front of anyone and talking, really. So I wanted to tell you a story to explain why I have such a problem, or at least show you what kind of problem my social anxiety is. Story starts off with the fact that I decided to go to Missouri State in the fall of this year. I've never been there before. I have only gone to Merrimack and UCM in Warrensburg by Kansas City. I decided to go to this school because of what it offered and how great it is. And so in my enrollment process, they sent me an email with a link to an app where you can meet different people that are also going to Missouri State and that are also interested in the same things that you are and share your same major even. When I first got this app, I messaged a bunch of people and I tried to make friends with people before I got there because I knew that my social anxiety would hold me back from making friends when I got there. On this app, I met a couple people, talked to them a few times, and then that was really it. Nothing really happened. We didn't keep talking or anything like that. But there was one girl named Janice who I really related to. She said that she had problems with social anxiety also, and that she was on the app for the same reason as I was. This was really comforting to me because I had never really met someone who had also suffered from social anxiety. Everyone I knew and do know is always, totally fine in situations like that. And I was always so uncomfortable, so it was really nice to meet someone who dealt with the same things that I do. We talked for a while, and then we realized that both of us live in the same area. I live here by Merrimack, and she lives over in Fenton. We decided one day that we wanted to meet up so that we could meet each other before we go away to Missouri State. This scared me. I was so nervous to meet her, even though I knew that she had the same problems that I did with dealing with talking to people face to face and meeting new people that she didn't know. It was so nerve-wracking and so scary. I was so terrified of meeting someone that I had never met, especially after talking about the problems that we had. You'd think that might make it easier, but it definitely didn't for me. So after deciding that we wanted to meet up, we kind of didn't really talk about a time or a place or when we wanted to do it. We just kept saying it was going to happen. And then one week, she messaged me and she said, "Do you want to go to First Watch?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess. Let's go." So we set a time and we set a location and we set it up all to work out perfectly, and it was a go. One problem was that it was at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I am not an early riser. I do not like to wake up that early, and I definitely do not function well that early. But she decided that that's the only time that she could do it because she's very busy, so that's what we did. I thought that because I have such bad social anxiety that maybe since I'd be half asleep, it wouldn't be so bad. But I was wrong. I got in the car that morning, probably about 45 minutes before I needed to be there, when it only took 10 minutes to drive there. And I drove around in circles, I listened to music, I told her, "Oh God, I got lost, I don't know where I am." And I came up with all of these excuses and ended up being 15 minutes late, even though I had left so early. I sat in my car and freaked myself out for no reason, just to have breakfast with someone that I didn't know. Eventually, I got there, I got out of the car, and I was walking to the door and I realized how bad I was shaking. I felt ridiculous. She was standing inside, and as soon as I saw her, I freaked out. I was like, "What am I doing? I can't do this. What am I doing?" And then I had to calm down, freeze time, and talk to myself and tell myself that it was going to be okay, and that she felt the same way I did and was probably just as nervous. So eventually, I walked through the door, met her, we sat down, and we had a really good time. We had a really good breakfast, and we became really good friends, and we hang out almost every week. And I really learned something from that experience because even though I have social anxiety and I hate talking to people and I am so nervous around people, I just have to push myself to do it because the end result is so much better than I think it's gonna be. So that is my story to explain my social anxiety, and I face problems like this and situations like this all the time. That's really one of many. But I just wanted to let you know that that is why I'm taking this class online, and it's definitely something I struggle with. But I'll get over it eventually, hopefully. Bye!